Hold on. Testing the sound. I've been struggling with this for like 2 weeks. Come on. You might hear me on the background if this thing works with me. Oh yeah, it does work. I can hear me. Can you guys hear me? In the US, we're gonna need it. Wow, it's 4th of July. I didn't even anticipate. I'm like, shit, it's gonna be 4th of July. Nobody's gonna be here. Well, the US people. At least. But the good news is, for my area, it's raining. So before you go plan out who knows what for the weekend, you might be here. Okay, so sound is good. Good. It was supposed to be last Friday too, but I had a little gadgety thing that didn't make it here in time, so we still struggled. Even though the mics I had last time were supposed to do the job, they were also working on Bluetooth, which connected to other devices that I use. So that might have been the problem. But this one is specifically just for, it's a whole, you know, just the mic and the device, and that's it. I have no plans. Good. Morning, JM. Ooh, you made it from the first sound of this. Sound is really clear. Okay, good. That's a relief. Which sign will be first? Capricorn. That's usually my first go-to. I have missed the last 30 All Signs lives. 30. So 30. Hold on. 4. So about more than half year worth. Why? Hi, Lila De Silva. Welcome to the first live. Happy 4th, everyone that's celebrating. Just celebrate afterwards. You will save it. Yeah, it goes up on YouTube after I'm done here. It's gonna upload on YouTube. Hair is really nice. It's rained on. I thank you. I did my hair, I did everything, and then I had to take blue out, and it's raining out here. Your eyes are so beautiful. Oh, you guys, you're so nice. You're making me blush. Where's Felix? I know. Look, let me tell you what's happening. Felix is not in this room. Cosmo is. Maybe she'll show up, but right now she's upset with me because she got used to just being all free in the house. But we can't do that when we have a live because she'll be too free, and I can't afford going and, you know, chasing her when she gets into trouble. So she's here with me. Felix is not. Felix has taken over this room. I started doing readings outside, and he took over this room. I don't think he likes the camera. I don't think it's anything with you guys. I think he's just like, you know, I'll just be here when you're not here. I think it's something against me. No, it's not. But he's the only one that's super fixated on certain spots. Like super, he could be there for months. And then he changes spots. And then, you know, he could be here for a couple of months. He could be on the back of the couch for a couple of months. He made a hole in the pillow there for a few months. Then he switched that spot. Then he was under a table on some chairs that we couldn't find. So he makes his, you know, temporary permanent spots from time to time. The other one are more loose. They choose their spots too, but they're a little more loose. He's very strict. Are you coming over for me to wipe your eyes? Because I forgot to do it this morning, or no? You're not minding me? Okay. She's ignoring me too. What about Kai? Kai is not gonna be in this room. That is where the problem is with her and Kai. They have the fucking greatest relationship in the world, but you would hear some banging going around because they are non-stop. They jump in each other's faces, they stop, and then they groom for like half an hour. One for the other one, and so on and so forth. So, good morning, MRM. So you would hear a lot of commotion when they're together. I know he wants to be here. You'll probably hear him at some point. But it's going to be... It's them two and Felix and Juno. Felix and Juno, we call them the old people of the house because they just want to be left alone. If we put them in this room, for example, they're like, okay, we're good. The other two... But finally, Kai, after all these years, found somebody not only to groom him, but to put up with his ass, with his energy. Stink bugs. Stink bugs are everywhere, in this room especially. I don't know if it's the wood or what it is. That in the house we don't have them, just in this room. They're done peopling. Yeah, they're just leave us be. We're good. So Kai needed Cosmo in his life, apparently. I'm happy that turned out that way, that they are non-stop though. And they both kind of have the same relationship with Blue. I gave Blue a haircut. I personally did it, so if you see him in the video, just don't zoom in. There's certain spots in which he wiggled, and my trimmer went a little deeper than I wanted to, so. But overall, I think it was good. It's just, he's a wiggler, man. He's, you know, it's gonna take some practice until, especially around the face. Which those are not the spots where I messed up. It's around his chest when I was almost done and he was getting very antsy, and I'm like, yeah, okay, well, it's fine. It'll grow back. Because I couldn't stand it anymore. He was scheduled on Monday to get a haircut, but I'm like, dude, I used to cut Oscar's hair all the time. How bad can it be? Because Blue is a pretty gentle giant. He's not, you know, but he is a wiggler around here. And I'm like, that's the place where you need to chill, boy. So I need to arm myself with patience there. MRM, you were voted a top fan. Yay! And officially as of, when was that? Tuesday, last Tuesday. We're all out of quarantine. We're ringworm free. Fingers crossed that it doesn't come back. Everybody's been cleared. Kai has a little bit of a dental situation, which I'm still debating. I'm still thinking if he should get a cleaning or not. But we shall see about that. But everyone's fine, everyone's good, everybody's doing great. No more scabs, no more scratching, no more, none of that. Felix, what's up, Bubba? You wanna come in here? Felix, you wanna come in here? Let's see if the magic elves are gonna let you in here. Yeah, he wants to come in here. We shall see. I want to see him. He's right there. Do I have any magic elves working today to let him in? Or do I need to magic myself into a elf? My kitty cats got the ringworm too. We have one more round of meds. Crystal's girl. No, my magical elves aren't working today. I wanted to mention this to you guys. Anybody that's dealing with ringworm or skin conditions of any type, I have a recommendation, something I picked up from the jungle, just for humans, though I didn't test it on the animals and I'm not gonna. But for humans, it'll help the process. It'll speed up the process big time. Look it up, Sangre del Grado, or Blood of the Dragon. It comes from, usually from South America. And it's like in a little bottle, depending on where you get it from, but it's usually like a liquid type of thing. You put a little bit in your hand, you rub it to make a little bit of a paste, and put it on the scab, and it helps. You have Asian eyes. I don't know how. I've gotten that before, but from a drunk person. Saying, "Are you Asian?" I'm like, I doubt it. But I was driving a cab, and the person was definitely drunk. And he was looking right through me. He's like, you must be Asian. I'm like, I must be. I must be Asian. If you see me Asian, I'm Asian. How's the weather in Italy? I hope it's good. How are you guys doing? Don't argue with the drunk, never. They're always right. They're always right. Unless they start to get really nasty and then they get off from the cab. That was actually, I had to call the cops one time for somebody that got aggressive. It was the time in which we still had the shields in the cab. And he was just kicking in the shield. I don't think it was personal, because I don't think he even could see me or understand what I was saying much. He was pretty much wasted. But he started swearing and kicking, getting very aggressive, and I'm like, okay, time to call the cops. It was quite the adventure. Well, I was a cab driver in Chicago for 7 years, and then I drove a truck for 7 years. Apparently I'm working in cycles of 7. Hopefully not. Adult baby fit. Yeah, I mean, the guy was taking me around a block. He said, make a right, make a right, make a right, make a right, and then I stopped when I realized, okay, we're going in circles here. And I asked, give me the address. You give me the address, or you get out the cab. And he's like, no, you know, what the fuck do you want to know my address for? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, get out. And he, nope. So, pretty interesting stories from cabbie days. Oh, wow. The boys turned into, the girls turned into boys. I do have a Capricorn moon, not a Capricorn rising. Is that a thing for Cosmo? You're fucking with my, why out of all of this do you want to go and fuck with my thing? Because you're Cosmo. Stop scamming people who are vulnerable. How about you get the fuck out? Nobody's scamming anybody here. Goodbye. Let them be, Rautri. There's got to be some of these around here. I don't know what my magical elf is doing, but apparently nothing. You're gonna get fired soon enough. What the fuck is with people? I don't know. It's this world, man. It's gone mad. MRM, she didn't get wrenched. She got shoveled. That was from me. Rockford. We're neighbors-ish. Judging you, I didn't like you, but you are darn right. Okay. It's crazy out here. It is. It is. I know. That's why you need to each find your own safe space that you can come back to when, you know, after dealing with the crazy in the world. I once got a DM like that, bad mouthing about you, well, you didn't do wrong. Yeah. Oof, man, there's some tricky energies around here today. Ella, thank you so much. Yvonne, thank you. Norway. I gotta go visit those places, man, at some point. The live videos really bring out the people. No, it's any video. It's any video that brings it out. But the live, yeah, some people land here, they don't even know what the fuck they're doing, and then they start doing what they know best. Rwanda, India. Man, when I come to India, you guys better show me the best places to eat. I think top 3 favorite foods for me is Indian food. Albin, thank you so much. People have issues. They do, and they don't know how to work on them. Which ironically, you know, if they landed on this page, maybe that'll help, but I don't know. Bangladesh. Happy 4th. Top 3 places you'd like to travel to. India would be one, for sure. I don't, I'm kind of extreme. It's like either I want it all or nothing, or whatever places I go to. Jamaica. What's your Indian favorite dishes? Hold on, let me look it up because I don't know the name. I used to eat at this joint when I was a cabbie. Well, when I was a cabbie or a trucker, I used to do a lot of things. But hold on. It's called, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. I'm probably not. Mouton fry, but it's with sauce, so I don't know why it's fried. It could be fried, but I don't know. It's saucy. Super spicy. I mean, is that what's done? None of it is done because we didn't start yet. We'll start. We won't take as long of an introduction as we usually do. This chat is saucy. Butter chicken. I will. I'm willing to try a lot of things from there, from a lot of places. The chat is going to start speed running. You may be the trucker that cut me off on the 400. Probably not. Unless it was raining and you had your lights off. I might have, because we can't see you guys when we're on the highway driving and the little guys don't have their lights on. And I hope it wasn't you, because the imbecile cut me off and slammed their brakes, and you can't stop a track. He was lucky, because he might have been dead. You can't just stop a track like a car, so don't do that. No matter how pissed off you are at truckers, Never do that. What state are you in? Thank you. Illinois. Tanya, thank you. My mom said she's so smart and great personality about you. Thank you, and thank your mom. That's so annoying when people squeeze right in front of a truck. Yeah, they do that. I don't think they understand that, you know, it takes a whole football field to stop those babies. It's not because we don't want to. Trust me, we do. But we can't. It's not. And when literal idiots pull one of those where they cut you off and slam the brakes in front of you, I haven't seen many of those in 7 years. There was just one. But, you know. What does a turtle represent for you? A constant reminder to slow down, I think. Blaze, thank you. Everyone have a safe and happy 4th of July from Denise. I live in Cole County. They think they can stop on a dime. Yep, no. Where's Blue? Blue is getting dried up because we were outside for his walk and it's raining. And he's getting dried up. He'll show up at the end, like he usually does, if my elves are back at their post. Starla, thank you. Yeah, whoever drove a truck knows the deal with, you should get the small DJ mic. That's what I had for the previous lives. And it sucked because it kept on getting connected to all sorts of things throughout the house. And that's what I use for the outside reading, so inside I got something else, which I hope you guys can hear me still. I don't think I've lost you guys. Let me see. Let me talk so that I can hear myself. Yeah, you can still hear me. Okay. Sound is perfect. Yeah. Look, I've been trying. I've been trying since I started the lives. I'm like, okay, I need sound. And I've been trying to hook up to some things. And then I'm like, yeah, no, I need sound. And, but it needed all sorts of gadgets to go into other gadgets, to go into my devices, to make them fit. Cosmo is here, but she fell asleep right behind my laptop here, so I hope she's gonna come say hi at some point. California. Have you driven European cab overs? No, but I've seen them, and I think they're weird, and I don't know why. I mean, I am European. I've grown up around them, but from starting to drive a truck here and then seeing them in Europe, I'm like, they're weird. What's your age? 40. Did you notice how when we're young we always say the year that we turn an age? We, at least in our culture, we did that. So let's say this year I turned 9 as a kid, and I was still 8, and all the minute the year started, I would say, I'm 9, I'm 9, I'm 9. You want to get older? And now it's like, okay, August is my birthday, I'm going to turn 41. And I'm like, I'm 40. I'm still 40. Still hanging on to it. So, I don't know, it's weird. The birds in the background, they're still there. Oh, they're there, even if it's raining. We had a lot of interesting animal situations around. My neighbor found a dead raccoon in their backyard, which I suspected to be. Then I felt guilty because there's a whole story. There's a whole story to the raccoon situation. My neighbor said, oh, we found a dead raccoon. I'm like, shit, now I feel guilty because I bought one of those straps to secure the garbage can, because for a few weeks now I noticed that somebody, and I assume a raccoon, went into my trash can and made a mess there. So I just secured it, and I'm like, and my neighbor was like, you killed it. I'm like, dude, I feel guilty anyway. Will there be a reading? Yes. Did you find out what kind of birds were the new sounds? You know what? If you're talking about the sound where I said it was a little bird, but I'm like, oh my god, it looks like a hummingbird. It can be a hummingbird. It was a hummingbird. Oh my god. What kind of music do you listen to in the car? Oh. Interesting. Depending on my mood. Depending on my mood, for sure. But I could go from I think that's, let me look it up. I never remember names, man. I'm so sucky at this. Yeah, Sia, To Be Human. I blast it sometimes to Ed Sheeran, Fire. Oh, hummingbird. Oh my goodness. Who is that? He left. Hip hop. No, I don't do hip hop in my car. But MRM. I appreciate the sarcasm. But it's nice songs. And very depending on telling. You did not hurt the little smarty bandit. I don't think so, unless I think it was the same one. Remember I told you guys the story when I walked Blue and I saw a raccoon that was by a fire hydrant, and it seemed sickly because it wasn't moving, just kind of looking at us, and not. And Blue went kind of, you know, like, what are you? And like dogs do, and I held him, but he didn't budge. So I'm like. The thing is, 1, I didn't have my phone with me. 2, I needed to get back here for the live. 3, even if I did have my phone with me to try to call for a wildlife facility, I don't have any luck in these parts, man. So, I think it was the same one. I don't know. But, anyways, and then they found a dead chipmunk in the garage. Still my neighbor. I found a dead sparrow on my driveway. I'm like, what's going on? But with so many birds, and I'm actually providing for them. I've got housing for them. I've got food for them. So it's not going to be uncommon to find, you know, at least once a season, a dead bird or something. Out in the daytime is not natural. That's what I thought. I'm like, 1, it's daytime. 2, it's just looking at us. Like, it's not doing anything. And I'm like, it's definitely something's up here. Oh, man. Where's the cat? The white princess. She's right here. She's sleeping next to us. Maybe she'll pop in to say hi. The remnants of a robin in my yard this morning. Yeah. I always when I go out there to do yard work, I'm like, what am I gonna find today? But you know, luckily they were out in plain sight when it happened. Really? I got bird feeders out and a water fountain, and the birds occasionally drown themselves. Really? Do they drink water the wrong way, the drowning way? Or are they just sickly and that's where it happens? It's petty or raccoon parvo. Yeah, I've heard they got some nasty shits besides rabies that they could, but ringworm is nothing in comparison. I live out in the country where coyotes, eagles, hawks roam. Nice. Water too deep, put rocks in. Yeah, I threw some rocks in my fountain and I've never had that issue. Which my fountain broke, so I had to get a replacement. But interestingly enough, the replacement comes with a little bit of a, like a filter type of a situation, but it's right there above. So the water falls in and the filter is here. So even if the birds go in, they can't get in. They can't fall. So I'm going to be very, very curious as to how that's going to work. You're reading for raccoons today. Yeah. Raccoon have distemper, which is transferred to dogs. Yeah, they got a lot of shits, which is transferred to dogs, to humans, to all sorts of, I know. Oh, I know. Look, accidents happen and it's nature. It's their home. We made it into our home, but we gotta learn to share. And when, you know, when shit happens, it happens. It's gonna happen in our backyard then, because it's still nature. They're out there. So I'm running out of places to bury them. We have in the backyard there, we have like all of our wires are underground. So I just have the sides, and the sides are taken by planters, and then I'm like, where? I always find a little spot. But how's Blue? Blue's fine. Blue's enjoying his haircut. He's always here at the end. In the Friday videos, most of the times you're gonna see him at the end. So I don't know why people say I miss him, unless you want to see him every day. Comes to visit multiple times a day. Get a bird bath then if you want to get it. I've had a golden finch all summer long coming for this fountain. It's usually him, and he's got someone with him most times, but most of the times it's him. And he loves that goddamn fountain, but now it broke. Let's see in the next one when I install it if he's gonna love it. But we don't see those around here. I've seen them in Illinois. I didn't see them here a lot. Maybe a glimpse every 2 years or so. This summer he visited a lot. But they're beautiful. I have 2 awesome dogs. Yeah. I ate shrooms. Which kind? The nice kind? Or just the, you know, the one you put in food kind? I want a human-sized bird bath for me. Get one. They probably have those. Nightingales. Are you doing anything special for the 4th? No. Nothing. Are your animals going to be scared of the fireworks? Blue doesn't have any issues so far, which that's great, because most dogs here, I always, when I take him for walks, I know the people that have dogs for the most part, and when we meet up, especially around 4th, some of them are kind of like, And they're like, yeah, we caught a little bit of time to get them out before the craziness starts. And I'm like, I'm lucky with him because he's not scared. It was probably because, when did we get him? We got him in June, so he was a little itsy bitsy puppy. And then July came, and then when the craziness started, I was literally outside with him to get him used to the noise, and I was playing with him, and you know, like I wasn't freaking out or anything, like made it look like just a normal occurrence. And I tend to do that with most of them every time, in terms of kind of reassuring them that, hey, everything's fine. As long as we're fine and we're not scared of it, you should be good too. And for the most part, it works. Kai is always going to be the sensitive one. So he's still the one that's kind of like, yeah, you're cool, you're good, but like something's going on out there. What's wrong with you? I'm like, okay, but why stress about it? So they're okay for the most part. I hate that. Hearing about animals being freaked out about. Cosmo's fine. We got her used to the vacuum really early, to the noises of, you know, potential stuff outside. Pablo, thank you so much. Tell your skin beauty care. Keep it simple. Don't complicate it. Also genes. I can't, you know. I think that's part of it. Kai's a Pisces. Yes, he is. With an Aries cusper, which that's like, he looks tough as an Aries. Like, yeah, I can handle anything. Yeah, give it. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do that. And then, not on my laptop, baby girl. Come here. Come here. Okay. And then the Pisces comes out, which makes him very, very sensitive. Is it raining? Yes. You can hear it? It's raining. My dog is an ex-street dog, and he's the baddest motherfucker there ever was. Cheryl, yeah. And that's my best example of him. We leave for a vacation or something, and he stays with my mom, so he has a lot of care and a lot of love. He knows my mom, he loves her. But he's always gonna be the one that's most upset and most affected. He's gonna be like, oh, you left? Oh, you came back now. Okay, I don't care. But then he comes and plops right on top of me and then starts kneading and so needy, and I'm like, dude, you're a shit show. So he's very sensitive. I think what time frame is considered to be a Pisces Aries cusp. I think the closest you are to the border of, I'm not an expert, this is from what I hear and what makes sense to me, but I would say 5 days in, 5 days out, and even more. It can stretch a little more where you could still get a little bit, but I would give it 5 days in or out. He's not mad. I know he's not mad. He's just putting that facade as if he's actually the most affected. And this little bugger, she just, man, she got under everybody's skin. She just knows how to adjust to everybody. She knows Kai is the one she can push it with, and she does. She knows she can groom Juno because she lets her, but when Juno says, okay, stop, she stops. She kind of looks a little funny at her, but then she stops. With Felix, she knows she can't fuck with too much because he's, you know, the older guy of the house and he has to be left alone. With Blue, she jumps on his face, literally. When they go to bed, she jumps on his face in the bed, starts kicking him with the rear leg, and he lets her. He nibs at her, but yeah. Oh, She just knows. I wonder if you can hear her purr. Zero trace, definitely. Humanity, yeah. Kai is on the 18th. So, yeah. They look like an Aries, they act like a Pisces. The facade is very real. It's like, yeah, whatever. I'm a fire. I'm this, that, and the other. But internally, I think they're more of a Pisces, or emotionally at least. Little girl, we need to clean your eye. We need to clean your eye. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This morning, she wouldn't let me get out of bed. Because she plopped on top of me and she was just sitting there waiting for love, and she stayed and she twisted and she fell asleep on top of me. I'm like, I need to go. I checked her eyes too, because I'm like, I think she's dripping a little too much, but the doctor said no, there's no issue with the eyes, just, you know, keep an eye on her, it might be normal discharge. And I'm like, okay, so then probably because she's white, you can see it a little more, like, more prominent. Okay, what are we doing? Coming back here? Yes, no, maybe so. Okay. Okay. What you doing? You want to come here? Come on, I know you want to come. I know. Oh, my little fluff. My little fluff. She's non-stop, man. March 18th. Allergies. Yeah, it could be allergies too. To something. But I use lysine for my cats with water. Your ass is in my face. Okay. You want to rub? Turtle. Okay, now she's going to eat. Lysine for the boogies. Excuse me. I heard the purr. She's a loud purr. Now we can get rid of you, huh? Now you're just gonna sit here? Yeah. Oh, man. Loving the Illinois rain, finally. She's determined today to keep us busy, yeah. Oh, baby girl. What's going on? No, bracelet. No, no. Bracelet. We don't fuck with that. You look like a mini albino lion. Yes, you do. No. No. She's after my turtle. Okay, she went to eat. Oh, man. All right. We're doing this. We are getting started. Current energy check-ins for the weekend. I'll be looking into each sign individually by elements, earth signs, fire signs, air signs, and water signs. It'll be quick, to the point, no clarification. Whatever comes out, comes out. No extended for the Friday videos. I'll be looking into where you're at energetically in regards to another energy, which could be that of a person, a situation, a cat. a dog, a raccoon, whatever you got going on. Where the other energy is at in regards to you, where the connected energies are at, and then I'll be pulling some cards from the universe for each of you. Timestamps will be below in the description box, in the comment section, on the play bar, only after the premiere of this live is done, and you give me a few minutes to take care of those, but you'll find them there. What else? Timestamps? I said that. I just said that. Roles can be reversed. No clarification. Yeah, did I not say that? Did I miss that? No clarification. Whatever comes out, comes out. Yeah, anyways, I think that's it. Earth signs, Capricorn. Alrighty, on your side you get the Seven of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Wands. There's you're losing your patience with something here. Where it's like, you know that if you were to be patient with the situation, everything is gonna be okay. But it's like, yeah, no, I don't think I want to be patient. It feels like you're a little edgy. Maybe somebody pissed you off or something, and even though you know that the best solution for this would be for you to remain patient, I don't think you. I think you lost it. I think you're like, yeah, no, not interested. Okay. The energy attached to you, the Eight of Wands, the King of Wands, the Star. So it's like, because they're coming through with the great energy. I think it's one of those situations in which somebody's saying, hey, we're going to go take a vacation next year when things clear off, or, you know, when we have a little more space, and then things never clear off, and then something comes up all the time, and it's like, okay, we keep on postponing this vacation because it's never going to be perfect. It's never going to be the time. Their intention is good. They mean it when they say, hey, I really want to go on this vacation. But I think you're losing your patience here. It's like, you know, when? Okay, well, if not now, then how is it going to be perfect in 2 months or 2 years or 20 years, you know? So I think that's what we're talking about here. For the connection, the Page of Wands, the Judgment card, the Seven of Cups. I don't know what's going on here with you in terms of completely just not... I think you've gotten to a point of thinking that these are just empty promises or something, that it's never going to happen anyway, so it's like, why should I even bother? The energy of the connection says keep an open perspective. You know, that's not me saying that, that's the energy that's shown up. If you were to keep your perception a little more open and not be so upset, because I think that's ultimately what's going on here, maybe you would see things in a different way. Let's see what the universe has as a final advice. No, you're not gonna keep an open perspective. You're not gonna think of other ways, because there is no way. Okay, I'm upset and I don't give a shit anymore. I'm not gonna wait forever for this. Okay. You keep on reinforcing this. No. Okay, I can't reason with you, so okay, I'm not even gonna try it. These are just the energies that are showing up, so my job is not to reason with you. My job is to deliver what I see here. You gotta reason with you. But anyways, moving on to Taurus. Deck play by play, get the fuck out of here. Like, Allison suggested politely. I'm not going to be as polite. I'm just going to ask you nicely to get the fuck out of here. Thank you. Not in the mood today. Not in the mood in any day. In all honesty. Taurus. Let's see. Come on. Get out. Get. Alrighty, I think Cosmo messed with my computer. Alrighty. For your side, the 7 of Wands, the 6 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles. You are invested into something here. There's a soul connection that shows up here, and it looks like you're working on it. I mean, you're part of it. You're working on something together. You seem to have a little bit of maybe a sense of not right now, or like I'm not in the mood right now. You Taurus, Earth signs are very... Did you have a good night's sleep? Like, what's going on with you guys? You're like, okay. Like, you're not nasty about it or anything. You're just probably not in the mood or something to invest in this at this moment in time in the way that you usually do. I don't know, maybe you got something going on. But the energy attached to you, the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the 10 of Cups. That's the problem, because I'm like, okay, I'm looking at you guys, and I see you're being a little about something. And then I look at the other energy, and I'm like, everything's good here. It's... If both sides were showing up a little, I would be like, okay, you know, they had something going on. But when one side is showing up with rays of sun and all of that, and the other one is like, okay, whatever. It's like, what's going on? I don't know. But for the connection, the 8 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, the King of Wands. I think you cannot make up your mind about something here. Maybe that's the problem. I don't think the problem is against this energy right here that you're interacting with. I think the problem is that you cannot make up your mind. There's a constant inner struggle or mental struggle about a particular situation or a particular person going on for you, where you can't... What do I feel now? I don't know. What do I feel 5 minutes from now? I don't know. So, okay. Let me see what the universe has. The Queen of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. Get out of your head. Make up your mind, not from your head. Because that's where the problem is. You're trying to make up your mind. And that's where the problem is. I see exactly how you feel about the situation. It's a perfect match with the energy that I'm seeing at the other end of this. So if you were to connect with how you feel, you would probably know how to deal. And I made a rhyme. You know? Not with your head. When you're in your head, there's this constant... No. So get out of your head for this one. Because if you do, the energies look to be lined up in a really beautiful way. So... moving on to Virgo. What is a trash channel exactly? Get the fuck out. What is going on today here? Really? How do these motherfuckers slip through the cracks? Especially today. I'm really not in the mood today. Troll alert every fucking time. I love a spicy Russian. Who's a spicy Russian? Anyways, on your side, you get the Eight of Wands, the Temperance card, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. There's an energy exchange here that you're initiating, and it's beautiful, and I feel like it happened a while ago where you started to put this out there. It almost feels like I'm taking it back. Like you're not upset, like unlike the other two earth signs, but something's changed. Maybe whatever this is comes through as a manifestation to the universe. Maybe you changed your mind about it. It's not looking like it's again, not a pressing energy of, it just looks like it changes, almost as if you're taking it back. Like, if you said something, you don't mean it anymore. Or if you did something, you don't want to be doing that anymore. You know what I mean? Even though it was good, I don't know. For the energy attached to you, the Tower, the High Priestess, the Seven of Pentacles. Why does this come through as an energy of too little, too late? It's shown up as one of those, they finally came to their senses, you know, type of a deal. But again, it's shown up as too little, too late. For the connection, the King of Pentacles, the Sun, the Four of Cups. I'm tending towards timing, bad timing here or something, or maybe you've wanted something for a very long time and now it's opening up when you're no longer wanting it to open up. Because it's like, it fits into the time frame that you wanted this for, but now that you're in a different time frame, I don't think it fits any longer. So again, that's why it's coming through with a lot of too little, too late, bad timing types of things. Because it could work out-ish. I don't think it would, though, right now. Whatever the hell this is. Let me see what the universe has. The Star, the Six of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles. See, I think this is something that at some point both energies wanted as a goal. The problem is, I think you wanted this for the longest time, and now maybe you no longer want it, or want it to look in a very different way, while they're catching up with where you were. But you moved on from that timeline of wanting that. So you're missing one another. That's why bad timing. It's like you're not on the same page time-wise. You wanted something for the longest time. Now you no longer want that, but they're catching up with what you wanted for the longest time, and now it's like, yeah, it doesn't match. So, bad timing, I'm guessing, for something here. Anyways. Moving on to fire signs, Aries. Fire signs. What did I say? Did I say something else? Didn't I say fire signs? Allison, I think you need another coffee. If you're correcting me on something that I already said, right? You said fire. That's what I thought. Allison, go get another coffee. Breathe. We're okay. We're doing this. Fire signs. Yeah. Aries. Yeah. No Leo yet. Aries. Scones. Tammy, you're killing us here. Really? You're leaving us to go make scones? Oh man. You said earth sign. Do not stick up with another earth sign. I love the zero tolerance for bullies. Yeah, no. I don't have any understanding. If you're coming to attack, you're gonna get the fuck out. If you're coming and you're triggered and you want to vent and you occasionally, without meaning to pour it on top of others, then I have a little more tolerance. But when you come in charging, get the fuck out. Anyways, Aries, on your side, you get the Star, the Page of Pentacles, the Empress. I mean, it's a nice energy. It's super cool. I'm trying to figure out. It's almost like you're connected to this energy, but only from an energetic perspective, because in the physical, it looks like a little bit of a mess. But energetically, you feel this strong connection to someone, and it's like, you know, I would rather hang on to that for now. And at the same time, recognizing that even in the physical, if it doesn't match with the energetical, it still has a lot to teach you. So kind of learning from this process. But the energy attached to you, the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Two of Wands. Almost looks like ghosting, but poorly done. It's like they intentionally kind of cut everything off, but not really, because then, it looks so deceptive. It's not even funny. I don't know. Because I think whatever's going on here and whatever reasons they have to hold on to this energy, you're on to them anyway. So it's like you're probably not going to put up with this crap if you feel, okay, it's something unhealthy. That's why I said I think the situation is teaching you a lot of things about yourself, about how to stay connected to some, to others not, I don't know. But for the connection, the Ace of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Seven of Swords. That's why I'm getting a sense of ghosting poorly done, because it's like, but there's still the spark of showing up from time to time as if nothing happened and then disappearing again for who knows. So it almost looks like a game here that's not healthy at all on somebody's part. There's the lack of commitment, even though they might show up as if they want to commit, you know what I mean? So it's, I don't know, tricky energies here you're dealing with for sure. Let me see. What the universe has. The Seven of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Nine of Wands. Yeah. And I think this behavior comes from a place of fear of getting hurt for them. Not to justify it, because it's not, you know, if you have that fear, go work on it, right? Don't behave this way. But I think that's where it's coming from, because there's a massive rejection to the energy of pain here, and I associated with that. But it's on them to figure that one out, and if their behavior comes through as that because of that fear and they're not doing anything about the fear, then that's just going to create something very unhealthy for them and for anybody they will connect to. Moving on to Leo. Sacramento. Every time I see you guys saying Sacramento, California, for some reason I've got quite the instilled memory of Oscar in Sacramento, because he used to hate swimming, and we found a little lake thing in Sacramento once, and I just put him in the water. I'm like, it's hot outside, just get in there. And he did, but he came out like a soaking dog, like, okay, whatever, mama. But So I have that memory of him. Anyways. Let's see, Leo. On your side, you get the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Moon. This almost looks like you got something cooking. What do you got cooking? You're not telling me. No, I'm thinking, hold on. I'm a Leo. I should know this. What the fuck is it? I can't. No, I'm not going to interfere here. If you don't want to tell me, you don't want to tell me. You got something cooking. You want to do something. You want to probably initiate something, or it's already initiated, but you're bringing something to a situation. You're just not telling me what it is. And because we're not clarifying, I'm not going to go dig deeper into this one. But it's something good. It's something that feels good to you. So, okay. The energy attached to you, the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands, the World card. You've got an energy that's dealing with the ending of a cycle, and it feels very, very difficult for them to end the cycle, and the cycle has to do with their stability or your stability altogether. But I think this is more towards them personally in terms of what they're dealing with outside of their connection with you. So there's a cycle coming to a close for them when it comes to their stability, which feels quite difficult. The energy for the connection, the 3 of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles. Somebody's being stubborn about something. This is not a great energy because it looks like somebody wants to hurt somebody else. So they're doing something just to hurt somebody else. So I don't know where that's coming from, who's doing that. They're definitely coming from a place of pain themselves, because that's how it feels like. It's the result of, because I'm hurt, you're gonna hurt too. What's on your back? Why is this fluff out? Huh? Did you groom yourself? Fluffily? Oh, from the universe, you get the Ace of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant. Why? It feels like a flip. It feels like your whole life is flipped. Not in a bad way, though. It could be sudden, it could be fast. The result, the flip result, is super nice. But through whatever the hell is going on here, there's a change. There's a massive change at play that could start happening right about now for you. It's a really nice change. It's so secretive, it's not even funny. And when it's shown up that secretive, I'm like, it's none of my business because we're not supposed to know for now. Leo's gonna see when that shows up, type of thing. I'm not even wanting to dig into this one. Okay, pretty massive though. It's a, and I think it's gonna happen fast when it starts happening. So, I don't know. The end result is going to be for the better. While the change is happening, it might suck for a little bit. But the end result is going to be for the better. Okay. Moving on to Sagittarius. On your side, you get the Queen of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Four of Cups. It's one of those with love, I have to get the fuck out of Dodge types of energies. You do carry love for a situation, but you're walking away from it, and you're upset about it. But it's one of those, I gotta do what I gotta do. Okay. For the energy attached to you, the Six of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Two of Wands. If this is one of those, I'll wait for you for the rest of my life, I'll be right here waiting for you. You go do what you need to do, and I'll be right here. They're lying. They're not gonna. They believe that they will, you know, but it's a deceptive energy. It's one of those that's like, yeah, no. You're out that door, they're done. They're done waiting. No, I don't. I think they will wait for a little bit and telling themselves that it's a deceptive energy. I don't trust it. But anyways, for the connection, the Star, the King of Cups, the Nine of Wands. I think why does this it feels like a missed opportunity, or what it would feel like a missed opportunity. I think this is about timing. If this is something that you care for and was supposed to come together right now, I don't think it's the time for it, because your energy is moving away from it. If it's something that is meant to happen at any other point in time, maybe it will, maybe it won't. But right now it's a no. So it kind of feels like a missed opportunity type of a thing. Again, bad timing for it, just like a previous sign that I don't remember which one that was. But let's see what the universe has. The Two of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Queen of Wands. Yeah, and it's creating quite a commotion in your mind and theirs, you know, a little bit of what the fuck. But I think there's a sense of awareness on both sides that this is not the time for this. You know, this is not the right time. It may feel right in the moment at times, but then all of your energies that are surrounding you and their energies that are surrounding them are pulling you two apart. You know, so it's like, it's not, no. And then there's that deceptive promise of, yeah, go explore, live your life, I'll be right here when you come back. Bullshit. They won't. But anyways, that's it. Moving on to air signs, Libra. Let's see, Libra. On your side, you get the Ace of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Temperance card. You get a pretty open and creative type of an energy. I feel like you're dealing with the teamwork type of a setting here. And while you're showing up super open and creative and, you know, let's look into options. Let's not, you know, they're coming in from a little bit of a different angle. It shouldn't be necessarily a problem if you're acknowledging that you're not going to function in the same way here. But your energy is open. They're showing up with the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. They're showing up for this. They want to be here, you know, elbow to elbow here with you. However, they carry quite the fear that they're aware of. So that could be a good sign. They know. Okay, I'm scared that we might fuck this up, or I might fuck this up, or oh my God, what's going to happen? So I see them trying constantly almost to fight against that fear. But it could be felt throughout the dynamic, in the sense of if the frequency for this dynamic is somewhere here, usually when their fear is activated and they keep on trying to against their fear, it might pull this down a little bit in frequency. So it may be felt throughout their fight with their fear, or when their fear shows up. For the connection, the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Swords, to the point of, if this is going to keep on going like this and their fear is going to keep on popping in and they keep on fighting against it instead of kind of running right through it, I see you getting to the point of, well, I don't know if I can do this anymore. You know, because we keep on moving forward, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It's not feeling great for me. So I don't know if I want to do this. You might want to fly solo here, instead of having this energy that constantly, yes, helps you move forward, but also kind of pulls you back a little bit from time to time. So you might get there. I'm not sure. You may be there already, or you may just get there at some point in time if this keeps going like this. Let me see what the universe has. The 2 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the Temperance card. Ideally, you would go side by side with this energy, because, I don't know, whatever this is, kind of shows up more naturally in a sense of partnership, but where both sides are equal. If one is being pulled down by their own fear, it's going to affect the whole dynamic. So that's the only thing. Ideally, yeah, you would want for this to work out from, you know, equal parts here, where the both of you pull on your sides through your own fears, and that's that. But so I don't think you're abandoning this partnership for now. You may be giving it a break. Maybe you're taking a break because you're like, too much. Who knows? But I don't know. It's not necessarily equal. It shows up in that way, but it's not quite equal. If they start to work through their fears instead of fighting against them, might help. But anyways, moving on to Aquarius. Jen, I know, right? Well, but most people don't, though. There's some. All right, Aquarius. On your side, you get the King of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Magician. You are on a roll, especially when it comes to your stability. I don't know what you're doing here, but your energy is growing and it's manifesting growth like crazy, and you seem to be on the right track with that. I almost feel like whatever's connected to you, I don't know if you're connected to it. You're connected to the energy of, I gotta do what I gotta do, basically. And really focusing on your stability. The energy attached to you, the 9 of Swords, the King of Cups, the 10 of Wands. Oh, man. Whew. This is such an energy of see me, hey, you know, pick me, type of a deal. And they're making it very, very hard because you're not going to see them right now. You're not going to acknowledge them. That's not where your focus is at. They're trying to pull your focus towards noticing whatever this is. And it's like, and it's not like, oh, I don't have time for that, or I don't have. No, you're not in that frequency. You're not in the frequency in which you're gonna see them without them having to, hey, pick me, you know. I think you see them for what they're doing, but you're not gonna pick them because you're in this. Anyways, for the connection, the 9 of Cups, the Hermit, the 5 of Cups. Yeah, could be somebody from your past too, or something. trying to come back to the surface here, because it looks like there's been some damage done here within this connection at some point. But right now I kind of see you separated in the sense of you're doing your own thing, minding your business, and this energy is still kind of like, hey, what's up? What are you doing today? Yeah, okay. Did you have fun? Yeah, good day? Yeah, nice. So what are you doing tomorrow? Like, no. They're busy. I don't know what they're doing. But it's like, there's been some damage done already to this. Okay. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice. The 10 of Cups, the 7 of Wands, the Page of Swords. You're not shutting this down completely, but you're just not available for it right now. Maybe later. Who knows? It's not shut down completely on your end. You're just not giving it the attention that it seeks. You know what I mean? Because you're busy. You got your own thing to do. So, not right now. Maybe at a later time. Okay. That's it. Alrighty, moving on to Gemini. Air signs, you're just not going to put up with frequencies that are not matching yours. You're just going to be like, bye. And you make it short and sweet. You know, they're the ones getting agitated to the side of that. But on your side, you get the Page of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, Hummingbird. I saw her with the corner of my eye. Oh, they're so cute, man. Anyways. Yeah, there's the openness to a commitment. It's no longer there. You're like, yeah, no, not today. Not today. I'm busy today. I got other stuff to do. It was there for the longest time, probably, but yeah, no, not interested. Okay. The energy attached to you, the Tower, the 2 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles. Ooh. There's a disaster waiting to happen type of an energy. But I feel like it's always been like that. Maybe. Okay. Very all over the place. And it's like, look, you're dealing with a Gemini. If Gemini wants all over the place, they're going to make it happen themselves. They don't need extra help with that. So it's like, what the hell is this energy right here? It's a lot. Too much all over the place. Anyways, for the commitment connection, the 8 of Swords, the Judgment card, the Empress. Yeah, you care for them. So, it's too complicated. It's like, yeah, status, very complicated. Very too complicated. Too much. That's why you're kind of like almost rejective of this situation. Like, stay away for now, at least. Give me a break, you know. Okay. From the universe as a final advice, the 7 of Swords, the Page of Cups, the 3 of Swords. Oh, it's that whole, well, if I forget about this completely and put this to the side there and just go on with my life, it's gonna hurt. And I think you're at the point in which you're asking yourself, doesn't this hurt more? No. It's still pain. At least with that one, yeah, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna last a while. But you're out of it. You can heal out of it. This one, you're keeping yourself in this pain. For how long? You're gonna get to determine. So, putting up with stuff like this, I think you're at that point in which you're asking, which pain is bigger? The one in which I completely forget about this, put this behind me, or the one in which I stay here and put up with this. I don't know. You get to determine. As usual. Moving on to water signs, Pisces. What? I'm trying to debate if, because you're showing up as just not being in the mood, but I'm trying to debate if that's for you personally or for the situation you're involved in here. You seem to be a little sucked dry energetically by whatever the hell. But it's like you're on the final stretch of it though. After this, there's sunshine. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Eight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, the World card. Yeah, you're closing off a cycle, but you seem to be completely exhausted by this cycle. So you don't have all of you here present for the ending of the cycle. It's like you're on the final stretch of something. But you need a break or something like that. The energy attached to you, the Page of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the Ten of Cups. Whoever this is has the best intentions in the world. Are they applying them? I don't know, because I'm not clarifying, so I couldn't tell you. You would know. I see them having the best intentions, though. For the connection, the Five of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Four of Wands. Yeah, there's love here, but there's also just not being on the same page with someone. I think it's equal. Is it equal? The amount of love that I see here with the amount of love of bickering that I see here. Is it equal? It shows up as being equal. I think you're just tired of the times in which you can't get along or you can't land on the same page. But is it making you forget that there's still some good stuff around here? I don't know. I don't know the situation. I'm just seeing both energies present equally. But you know how sometimes we focus on just the bad? Because, you know, it's a heavy energy. Why not? The lighter ones we tend to miss or forget or not pay attention to because the heavier ones are pulling us down. So, I don't know. Let me see what the universe has. The Queen of Swords, the Three of Wands, the World card. I think you've been trying to potentially put up some boundaries. Ow. Holy shit. If that's a spider, I swear to God. No. Wait. Because I swear to God. Something landed on my arm. If it was Cosmo's hair, I swear to God. It was too hard. I felt it too hard on my arm to be just a fucking hair. It was a bug. A spider. Something. Okay. Scratch that. I think you've been trying for quite some time to put up some boundaries. I don't know if you've been successful though. I don't even know what the situation is truly. Is it someone you're working with? There is a commitment here, there is a partnership, but that could be either a friendship, I'm not getting it as romantic. I'm getting it as either a friendship or someone you're working with. And I think you've been trying to put up some boundaries for quite a minute, and it's just not getting anywhere. You're not getting anywhere with that. To the point of, I'm fucking tired of trying. Okay. Well, that's not good, because it kind of leaves the situation open, up in the air, still going on under the same conflicting, somewhat conflicting energies. Anyways, that's it. Moving on to Scorpio. See if you can shoot webs. With what? Water pistols? On your side, you get the 6 of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands. You're giving me a sense of finally some peace and quiet. So you're enjoying some time within a potential commitment that seems to be stable, but you're giving me a sense of finally some peace and quiet. Now, I don't know what the fuck that means, because normally I would take you out of this commitment that you're pointing at and saying because you're at a little bit of a distance, that's why there's peace and quiet. But it doesn't have to be the case. That's how I would normally see this correlation of cards. But it can be that, hey, no, everything's going great within this commitment right now. Okay. For the energy attached to you, the 3 of Pentacles, the Judgment card, the Empress. Whoever this is going through a change themselves, so that might change the dynamic for the situation that they have going on with you. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Somebody here could be at a distance, though. You from them, or them from you, or you from them, because the both of you decided to. And I made another rhyme. I don't know. Anyways, for the connection, the Queen of Wands, the 2 of Swords, the High Priestess. It's that whole energy of, oh, but I miss them. Oh, but I, that kind of clouds somebody's judgment here. I think this is a break or something between you and someone very important to you, but because one of you misses the other so much, and I think it's a needed type of a break. Maybe whoever this is to you that's very important said, hey, I'm going to go for a month. I'm going to go in the middle of the desert. Don't bother me unless I don't come back in a month and a half. And then, they left, and then the next morning you send them a letter or whatever the fuck you send in the desert. I think phones work, I don't know, but something. I miss you. Are you good? You're good, right? You're good. You're going to be okay out there for a month, and, so that type of an energy. It's like, no. I believe this needs that space. So one of you is disrupting that space that is needed. Anyways, let's see what the universe has. The Wheel of Fortune, the King of Swords, the Devil. No. You have to respect the space that's been in place. If this is a space that says, hey, a break is needed, give it that. You can't do things, well, I don't want to. No, if it's a mutual respect type of a partnership here, why would you not respect a space that's been created either by one or the other. If I were to be your best friend, then I would ask you, hey, give me a month to do whatever the fuck I want. Like, I need that space, you know? Wouldn't you give it to me? Would you be like, no, I don't wanna. No, I'll be on your ass every fucking day. I just asked for that. You're not respecting my space. You're not respecting me then. So someone here, and I don't know who. And the interesting part about this is that they're not doing this from the get-go. All of a sudden, they're like, I'm going to break through the space because I want to and because my needs matter more than the needs of the common space here. So again, not sure who's doing that, but that's not a healthy energy. Whoever's doing that. Oh, because I missed them, I'm justified to break through the space that's been created by the both of us initially. No, it's not. So, okay, that's it. Moving on to Cancer. Oh, calm the fuck on. No! You made me click. I was looking through the chat section and I see some misunderstanding here. No, Poppycat is one of ours. I think they were talking about somebody else in the chat. So chill. Chill with the name callings and the... Okay. Everybody take a deep breath. Let's come back to ourselves. And when you see motherfuckers, just block them. But chill pill, exactly. Cancer, let's see. I love you guys too. There's gonna be, hey, it's the online world. We're gonna get those, but we get rid of them. It's fine, you know, just don't stir them up. Just leave them up to us. We'll clean it up. Where's the purring? She's sleeping over there. On your side, you get the 10 of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the King of Wands. This looks like one of those when you get into an argument with someone and it gets to the point of, oh yeah, we're done here, blah, blah, blah. And then somebody shows up saying, I'm not going to lift a finger for you anymore in this direction of yours. Ha. So you're kind of looking a little bit like that on your side. I don't know if that's the attitude, but the energy sure shows up like that. Now, the energy attached to you, the 5 of Cups, the Page of Cups, the 2 of Wands. They're not doing much either, but they're at least not showing up with a little bit of attitude. I think because they're not doing much, it stirred you up here to be like, oh yeah, you're not doing shit? Well, I'm not going to do shit, you know? They're upset about something or haven't been able to go past something. So they're just kind of sitting there, not going anywhere, but not moving towards you, not opening up towards you either. So they're kind of numb. For the connection, the Justice card, the 10 of Wands, the Death card. If this is a situation that is trying to come back together in a peaceful way, it's not doing a great job. The energies are not available for that at this time. It's looking to be pretty hard to put back together. At this time, at least. If you're coming from a place of, I'll show you if you show me first, and they're coming from a place of, hey, I don't have nothing right now. Those are not great energies to work with to put something back together that might have been damaged at some point. You know, this situation might need some more time before anybody does anything. Let me see what the Universe has the Four of Swords, the Fool, the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, there is the available potential for this to be put back together. It does look like at its core, it's a pretty solid partnership, nice partnership. But the situation might need some time. They might need some time. And don't try to not get aggravated if they do need some time. You know, well, they have to know right now. No, they don't. They don't. You know, create that space. For you, water signs have an issue with space today. Everybody had their own things, but yeah, if you create that space for them and give them that time and don't respond, or don't react to what they're doing, instead just be with what they're doing and accept that, hey, maybe they need some space, maybe they need some time. Maybe things will work in a better direction here. But until then, if it's a tit for tat situation, then that's what you're gonna get. Tit for tat, which is not nice. But that's it for everybody. Ooh. Hold on. What happened here? Okay. Okay. Anyways. Everything retrograde. Exactly. You guys want to see blue? Happy Independence Day. Tarot clan. Yes. Okay. Then let's see the haircut I gave my baby boy. Baba, what's going on? Are you grinning? Do you want to grin? Do you want to grin? Do you want to show your teeth? I know you want to show your teeth. Blue, Mama's here. What are you doing, stretchy pants? Come on. Come on, show us your teeth. Show us your teeth. Show us your teeth. Yeah, there's your teeth. There's you're still wet. Oh, shit. Okay. Come on, pull your weight too, boy. You can't. You can't just leave it to Mama. He just hit my teeth. Hold on. Hold on, we gotta lift each other up. I mean, I gotta lift us up. You're still heavy, though. You're still a little bear. Oh, Ashika. Oh my God. Oh my God, you're huge. Anyways. Aw. Yeah. There's my bloopty bloop with his new haircut. And there's Cosmo, come here. You want to say hi to Blue? She's like, no, I see him every night. I don't need to say hi to him. Easy, Bubba. You're a little bit of an Oompa Loompa today, aren't you? You're still wet from the rain? And I still got to give you that bath from yesterday when I cut your hair. Because I didn't. Okay. Oh, I love it when you have a haircut. Because I can see your eyes and your face and your everything. Anyways. This is such a different chart compared to the members' lives last year. Calm down, everyone. Keep the community safe. YouTube has shifted a lot. in the space of who's coming in and thinking they are allowed to just spread their spew. I would have thought TikTok was that. YouTube has become that. Nasty space. So, yes, you're right. Things have shifted. TikTok is actually quite pleasant to see, to look through the comments. But YouTube is a whole different monster. It became that. It wasn't that. I don't know what the fuck happened. But it shifted. It changed. I think this freedom of speech is interpreted in many different distorted ways. You know? Ugly is coming out of people. Fear maybe, crazy world. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on out there that brings the ugly out, for sure. Watching since 2021. Thanks for everything. You're welcome. Are you gonna fall asleep here? This is how you're gonna, yeah? That's how we're gonna spend the day? Bubba. I thought YouTube is better now, not good, but better. No, it's gotten worse. It's gotten way worse. They're good in certain aspects in terms of protecting our content. They're very good. They're the best at it. But, and it's not YouTube, it's the people that come on YouTube that have shifted, I think. How does your cat and dog get along? They're besties. Besties. How many animals do you have? This Bubba right here and 4 cats. This beautiful boy right here and 4 cats. Who's NJ Rock Girl? She's the moderator of the channel. Yeah, the spammers. It's not even the spammers. It's just people with certain opinions and attacks on people that they don't know. And they feel justified to do it because they're behind the screen. Baby girl, stop fucking with my laptop. You're gonna post something for me. Don't do that. So, nasties are definitely out and about a lot. Do you belong to Aquarius sign? I do not, but they're my mirror sign, so that makes us very, very similar. Yeah, that's Cosmo's tail. I know. It's tickling your head. What the hell happened now? Twerk for us, baby girl. For example. Shit like that. I understand Allison when she says, I'm starting to hate people because of your channel. Yeah. I know. She deals with all the nasty. Punk-ass kids. Yeah, you show them. Put them in their corner. I have no idea why the entitlement to just say anything. Anything. You guys don't want to know the comments I've gotten about the thumbnail I used, which was a pink picture with roses behind it for last week. Man, it bothered some people like no tomorrow. I'm like, wow. Okay. Okay, Allison, let's not entertain that energy. I get it. Yeah, it's nasty shit. That's why you're dealing with it and not I. But, you know. Okay, yeah, okay, good. Allison, keep it contained. Is blue getting too big for the chair again? You'll be reading from a 2-seater soon. You know what? When I bought this, I wanted a 2-seater, actually. I'm the bouncer. Okay. Okay, Allison, take a chill pill. Okay. Yeah. Dealing with them doesn't mean bringing them forward. You know, just let them be where they're at. We don't need that here. Allie just wondering if your Maine Coon cats are crazy as my boys and they never stop talking. Kai is the talker, like big talker, especially at night when we go to bed. And him and Felix sleep down here. We hear him from down here up the stairs, and he's so loud. He's like, "Meow, meow, meow." I'm like, oh my god, Kai. Oh, Blue has a doctor appointment on Monday. Oh shit, I forgot. Anyways, he's a talker. The other ones trill, but they don't talk like Kai does. Like, he's a talker of the house for sure. Bengal, he's wild. I don't need noisier than I have. I'm good with what I have. They're okay. We don't need any noisier than that. Do you ever use the original Wade Smith tarot in your readings? It's in there. It's not the original. It's kind of modified a little bit, but it's in one of the decks for sure, where it's the closest version to it. So I use it. I don't like necessarily the original one, even though that's the one I learned with, but it's not my go-to deck. I think because of the visuals. What is my full name? Alina. I'm your neighbor. I'm from Romania. If I remembered correctly, you're from Ukraine, right? Did I miss Felix? I remember he had a phase for months where he took over the table during Gemini readings. My elves are still working or no? Because Felix is at the entrance of this room, but I cannot get him. So if my elves are still working, he can be let in this room. My elves are working. Felix might show up. Or maybe not. We'll see. He's definitely sitting down at the entrance of this. Okay. Felix. No. It's okay. It's okay. Give him a minute. He's sniffing Blue right now. He's like, who are you? Weren't you a truck driver at one time? Yeah, before I started my channel. Come on, Baba. Come on. Mama's right here. Come on, baby boy. Come on, Fluffy Fluff. Oh, baby. Come on. Oh my goodness, you're huge, Baba. He is scheduled for a haircut on the 20th. I'm not fucking with his haircut. I'm like, yeah, no. We need a groomer for that. Oh, baby boy, my Fluffy Fluff. I know. You want to go on the back of the chair. Or to talk to Cosmo. Whatever you want to do. Yeah, he needs a haircut. Because look. There's a lot. There's a lot that needs to come out. He's so fluffy. Yeah, he's got a lot of knots. He gets very, very naughty on the back here, the belly. He's due. But we waited for them to be clear of ringworm because we didn't want to get other pets sick. So he was due before we got the ringworm. And then I was just about to schedule him when we got the news, and I'm like, I can't do this to others. So yeah, he's huge. He's big. Big boy. Following since 2019. Oh, since the beginning. Nice. Nicey, nice, nice. Is he bigger than Kai? Yeah. I think he's going to be the biggest. I think he's going to stay that way. The biggest out of them all. It's him, then Kai, then Juno. I think the little one is going to... I think she might get as big as Kai. Or closer to... I think she's going to get bigger than Juno. She definitely has potential. Oh my god, she's grooming Blue. So... I think I've been following you since 2019 too. Wow, has it been that long? I know, it's like yesterday, and at the same time it's like, uh-oh, wait, no. That's a lot of years. Hi from Italy. Me too. There's a lot of 2019s here. Say something for the ones who didn't miss not even one sign video in 5 years. Wow. You're veterans. I love you guys. I love y'all. Whether you want to miss the readings or not, but the loyal ones. If King of Wands was a cat, it'd be like Felix. I don't know. I'm new, but I'm definitely a huge fan. You're amazing. Oh, thank you. The 2019s are coming over. Blue! Please cut it out. She's not playing. I know now you're hairless and you want to be more jumpity, but she's not playing. I mean, she is, but not in the way that you want her to play. Yeah, the 2019s are coming out. She doesn't know you. It was interesting when I was cutting his hair. Cosmo doesn't know him without hair. He just knows him fluffy. And while I was doing it, both her and Juno were just looking super mesmerized. But then when Blue came out completely without the hair, she was like, who is this dude? She wasn't scared, but she was a little like, But now she wants to play with him. And he plays with her like he used to, only now that his fur is gone, he's more alert. So she's not used to that. Yours is the first channel I discovered. Thank you for all you do. Oh, thank you. Poppycat, 104 Fahrenheit. Where are you at? Arizona? Where is that craziness? Who is that? That's Cosmo fucking with my ankles. She went under the chair and started pulling on my ankles. Edinburgh here. Are you at Romania? No, I'm in Illinois. I am from Romania, but I'm in Illinois. Europe is melting with the heat and baking can. I heard that Europe got hit with heat. Hello from Poland. Hi, Poland. What made you change from a truck driver to a YouTuber? I think it's better to work from home than to drive all over the map, which is Transylvania and Romania. Yeah, in the middle of it. I had some friends that were saying I'm from where Dracula is from. I'm like, yeah, around there. But I think it's better to work from home and travel at your own leisure when you want to, rather than break your back. It's not the driving part that was... driving a truck doesn't involve just driving. You know? It's very hard physical work. But... psst. Blue. You don't wear earrings. Well, I have my these. I do have earrings. Dracula's neighbor. Exactly. Did you have your reading abilities back during your trucking days? Maybe I had them. I just didn't tune into them. I think I've always had them. How many animals? 5. Good night, TJ Maxx. Driving for a living is harder than it looks. Yeah, I think most people imagine it's just about driving. Not really. It's about throwing watermelons out of your fucking truck when you're overweight. On the middle of the highway, or no, the side of the highway. So there's a whole lot of things to it. What do you do when you feel lonely? I don't feel lonely because I always find even my company. So even if it's not the greatest company for the day, at least it's there. How do you detach from all the people's energy on YouTube for your own sanity? Allison is taking care of the nasty, so I put it all on her. They get the wrench or what? They got the wrench. They got a lot of things today. The nasty came out nasty today. But screw them. Let's not focus on them, because, you know, why? I think it's a thing. When in America, throw watermelons out the car window. Yeah, it's not. I don't know if it's a thing, but it was definitely blue. Not under the table, please. Not under the table. Okay, you need to go. You need to go. He's fucking with my microphone wires because he wants to play with Cosmo, who's under the table. Please, come here. Sit. Sit. Right there. No, you need to. No, we're not playing. In the case of a truck, it's because they loaded the trailer with watermelons randomly. Go, Bubba. Go. Go there. Good boy. Go, Bubba. You have to, when you drive by scales, you have to be balanced in your trailer, so you know, when they load you up and 5 miles later there's a scale coming up, in order to not get in trouble because you don't have anywhere to go and scale yourself to balance yourself up, you go and throw the watermelons in the wild. at least for look, Mississippi got a lot of watermelons about 80 years ago from me. Mississippi animals, probably people too if they were wandering through there, but it was kind of in the middle of nowhere, so. That's technical, much responsibility. This is too funny. Look, yes, truck driving is, I think the one of the things that it's not about is the driving. There's all sorts of things that go on in there. The time in which I picked up on ticks from dogs at an apple orchard somewhere in Virginia. There's a bunch of things that happened along the way. Flat tires, waiting in the middle of nowhere to get your either flat tire fixed or getting towed, and because the engine stopped running, losing. Oh, I did this one thing one time where you ever get nervous for your safety? In all honesty, no, but I did used to park a lot, either in completely remote areas where I'm like, no soul is here, just me, or in truck stops amongst truck drivers, and I never... They're a pretty protective bunch, you know, ultimately, at the end of the day. Waiting for a shower at Love's. I don't think... Did I ever use Love's? I liked Flying J's and Pilots. But, lot lizards. Did they bother you? You know what? In 7 years, I've only encountered one. I had the curtains drawn so they couldn't see. They just saw a truck and they knocked on the window. And when I showed up, they were like, "Oh, sorry," and they left. I'm like, okay, yeah, not the right truck. And it was in Salinas, California, I think. So yeah, I've had one, but I've seen them. I've seen them around. They just probably, if they saw me getting in my truck, they wouldn't bother me. But I hear they're pretty aggressive. I wouldn't know. Maybe in some states. I think depending on the state. There's a part of Nebraska that always... husband is a truck driver, the stories. Oh yeah, there's some stories. Camiona. What, Camiona? No road loving for Ali. No, not on the road. Utah for sure. There's a part of Nebraska at about mile marker 300 on 80. There's a pilot there. Man, that was so fucking annoying. Butch. Okay. It was so fucking annoying because every time when I stopped there, either with my truck or with my cars, if I was driving through there, going to Colorado, driving one time or something, Tia, Poppycat is one of ours. He's just explaining what it means in another language. So, No, he's not. He's not part of the crazies that came out today. He's been here. He or she, I don't even know. In all honesty, I assume he. I always read, if I can't tell by the username, I can kind of read through the energies, even though sometimes I'm wrong, to see if it's. It just sounds weird. Yeah, I know. All I know is being a Virgo sucks. No, it doesn't. Or it shouldn't. If it does, change it. Would you buy a caravan then to be a traveler if you enjoy driving? I do have a van. I do love driving. Virgos are wonderful. My brother said you have to drive through the Rocky Mountains of Canada. It's amazing. Scary though. I can imagine. Should be nice though. But yeah, you gotta be equipped probably to drive through there with, you know, in case you're. That was the funny thing in Florida once. I drove through Alligator Alley and I was delivering and I'm like, you're fucked. If you run out of gas through here, you got alligators. There was a swamp and they were all over. And I'm like, you got alligators to the right. You've got fucking, what was it? Panthers to the left, because it was like a sanctuary. And I'm like, what are you gonna do if you run out of? And while I was thinking that, I'm like, you're a goner if you run out of fuel here. These fucking turkeys crossed the street from like panthers to alligators, and nobody was fucking with them. And I'm like, or you're a fucking turkey. I don't know. My sister is a Virgo. She's crazy, but I love her. We all got crazy in us. Rocky Mountain, then straight to Vancouver Island. And me. A van ain't a caravan though. I've seen a caravan better than most New York studio flats. What the fuck is a caravan? And I don't need something big. I drove big. I'm good enough with that. I need something nice and able to park in places. But let's see. What? A caravan? You mean an RV? Or just a trailer? I think you mean just a trailer. Well, yeah, there's those monstrous ones with even you can park your car in it. I don't need those. Is a trailer. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. House on wheels. Okay. How many decks do you use for the weeklies? I use 2 decks. MRM. Why are people skeptical of Scorpios? People are skeptical of a lot of things, depending on what they've gone through in their lives. So, it's not only Scorpios that they're skeptical of. I couldn't resist. You're forgiven. What's the time? 11:44. Star signs are BS. Okay. Let me test your authenticity. What? Seriously now. Did you just say that? As a Scorpio, I'm skeptical of a lot of people. See? It's in reverse too. Are you unable to do it then? I don't respond to bullshit challenges like that. Yes, I'm unable to do it. You're right. I'm a fake. I'm genuinely interested. Genuinely interested in what? You come here and you challenge me to show you something real? I think you have my videos for that. You believe them or you don't. That's it. I'm not gonna prove myself to any one of you. Want to arm wrestle? Exactly. We can do that. Allison, stop it, please. I know you're on a rampage. I know you've had a rough day, a rough morning here, but please stop. Seven Southern California men were charged in connection with what is considered the largest jewel heist in U.S. history. Wow, I didn't hear about that. That's the only thing you know about trucking? Oh, man. Erica, thank you. And sorry to hear that you've been struggling a little. Why do people think that Geminis are two-faced? Why do we care what people think? Who the fuck cares? Why are most Romanian into tarot reading and psychic? It was a part of culture. It's not most Romanians. It's not going to be most Romanians. All the Romanians I know, none of them were, so I wasn't. I got my first personal tarot reading. Nice, MRM. Straight into my soul. Romani is different from Romanian, exactly. That's where it's most. But I'm kind of tired of explaining that difference. And still, people in Europe, most people say we're the same thing, which we're not. But let me see. We're gonna come out of here shortly. The cats fell asleep. Both Cosmo and Felix. A little bit of both, Shauna. We finished the reading. We had a little bit of chatting before, now there's a chatting after, and we're gonna get done soon. Susan, thank you. What has 5 toes but is not your foot, my foot? Blaze, I don't do it as often as I would like, grounding myself, but I try to do it as much as possible, and usually I really force myself to do it when the energies are way up there. And I have all sorts of methods. The first one and most available and accessible one is just to breathe deeply until the count of 5 or 10. And that brings me down a little. And then I have other stuff that I use mostly when I'm at home. A little bit of Palo Santo, a little bit of sage, you know, things to just bring calm. But I'm gonna let you guys go. And I'll see you guys next time. Ooh, L. Good to have you back, especially from that surgery. So you're good. Oh, swell. Okay, so you're okay. We're with you. I haven't seen you in a while. But love you all. Happy 4th for who's celebrating. And fuck the fuckers. And keep on with your loving, good, open, healed energy. Love you all. Bye.